Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he hails from Marietta, Georgia, and weighs in tonight at 245 pounds, Bagwell.
Well, we'll find out tonight if Buff is indeed the stuff. Buff Bagwell with a great opportunity here tonight if he's to win this match. He will get a shot Wednesday night, 7 PM Eastern Time at the PGW World Championship and against the current champion Arthur Morgan. A man that certainly achieved a lot in his career, but one thing always evaded him, and that was the World Championship. A man with the opportunity to change his fortunes here tonight to become the World Champion for the first time in his career. The same can be said about his opponent. Man with a massive amount of confidence in his own ability, something that is very, very important. When you're going into a big match like this, you've got to believe in yourself, because if you don't, your opponent will soon find that out and will soon punish you. Great ovation here for Buff Bagwell. The question is, can he rise to the occasion, defeat his opponent and become the world champion? We are a few short moments away from finding out. Of course, he faces a man tonight like no one else he's ever faced in his career. You're going to have to be mentally strong to try and overcome the mind games of this man.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. Hailing from Hollywood, California, he weighs in tonight at 260 pounds, Goldust.
Perhaps the most bizarre individual to ever have set foot in a professional wrestling ring. Do not let the strange appearance and the antics of this man fool you. A phenomenal professional wrestler, second generation star, the son of the great American dream, Dusty Rhodes, former Intercontinental champion, and another man that achieved many, many things in his career, except for one, and that was to be a world champion. This opportunity means a lot to both of these men. Both of them would love to get the shot at Arthur Morgan, but it can only be one man that goes on the challenge for the PGW World title. Who wants it most? And maybe what this comes down to here, both very, very capable inside of that ring. Goldust certainly not a fan favourite, a very bizarre individual. And even the strongest of athletes can be really thrown aback by the strange antics of this man. But Bagwell's just got to focus on this like it's a regular match. He can't let the bizarre antics of Goldust distract him from his game plan. Look at Bagwell, always full of confidence, but Goldust taunting back now. Well, here we go, we're officially underway. Look at Bagwell trying to go to work on the bizarre one with a big overhand right, and Goldust knocked out on the canvas. Good start from Bagwell, now taking Goldust down with a side headlock. A little bit of a feeling out process here, nothing too drastic being done. Buff Bagwell just trying to keep the man down on the mat. As maybe he thinks out his strategy, plans out his next 2 or 3 moves in this match. Well, Goldust finds himself at the mercy of Buff Bagwell. As look at Bagwell taunting to the fans, but Goldust gets to his feet a lot quicker than Bagwell anticipated. As now Goldust sends Bagwell for the ride off the ropes, another nice drop kick. Of course, Goldust with a size advantage, not a massive weight advantage, but 15 pounds on his opponent. A few inches in height as well. Look at that, Bagwell countering. And now goes behind Goldust with a sleeper hold. Hoping to put the lights out here on his opponent and get that shot at the PGW World title. If Goldust can't get out of this one, that's exactly where Bagwell will be going, but releasing that hold in the end. But we're taking a lot out of Goldust, and Bagwell as usual taking a moment to taunt his opponent. As now Bagwell goes for the waistlock though. This time Goldust fighting out, trying to throw a couple of right hands back. As Goldust can brawl pretty well as well, sends Bagwell into the corner, comes running in, nice clothesline. As now Goldust goes behind with the abdominal stretch. A much more technical match than expected. Quite a few holds been applied. I was expecting more of a brawl between these two men. As now Goldust going to work on the knee of Buff Bagwell, and now just stomping on the face. But if Buff is the stuff, he's going to have to do a lot more to prove it here against the Bizarre One. Bagwell trying to continue the fight now, rigging the arm of Goldust and just tries to pull it out of the socket. Goldust sent out of the canvas. Goldust gets to his feet, but not for long. Bagwell with that big overhand right, knocking the Bizarre One down as Goldust gets back to his feet. Bagwell comes running in again, tries a shoulder block, didn't get it cleanly the first time, but gets it the second time. And now right hands to the face of Goldust. Buff Bagwell starting to build a little bit of momentum here. And could that be enough to carry him to the victory here as Bagwell goes to go to the top rope. Goldust back to his feet. Nice diving clothesline on Marcus Alexander Bagwell. And every time Bagwell achieves something, he likes to show off about it, but that was the wrong time to do it there. Goldust getting back to his feet. The cockiness and arrogance there, costing him the advantage. Goldust taking him down with a nice bulldog. There's now Goldust with a knee to the gut. Nice inverted atomic drop. Bagwell needs to focus on what's coming up next rather than how well he's doing. And it's cost him a few times with that. Look at Goldust there with that signature uppercut. A real jaw-jacking punch that was. And now Bagwell may be at the mercy of the Bizarre One. Look at Goldust with these strange antics again. And Bagwell didn't know what to do there. Getting nailed with another uppercut by Goldust as sends Bagwell into the corner. Now tries to come running in with a clothesline. Bagwell sticking the elbow up. And now Bagwell with a series of strikes knocking Goldust against the ropes. A beautiful power slam. Bagwell needs to stay on his opponent here. Can't get too overconfident. We've seen that cost him a few times in this match. And this time coming off the top rope with a beautiful double axe handle. And now Bagwell going up top. Maybe going to go for the blockbuster, but Goldust. Oh, look at this stare off. Should Bagwell go for it? I think it's the wrong time, and he didn't. Well, falling into the trap there. It was the wrong time to go for the blockbuster. Goldust well prepared for that move, and oh, come on, we didn't sign up for this. There's no place inside of that ring. And Goldust now, look at this, picks Bagwell up, nails him with a curtain call. Goldust nailing his finishing manoeuvre, and Bagwell is done for. Goldust, your winner.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Goldust.
Well, it's certainly a bizarre victory, but nonetheless, Goldust is victorious, and that means, ladies and gentlemen, this coming Wednesday night at 7 PM Eastern Time, it will be the Bizarre One Goldust challenging for the PGW World title against the current champion Arthur Morgan. What a match that is going to be. Tune in for that Wednesday night, 7 PM Eastern Time. The question is, can Goldust be the man to dethrone Arthur Morgan as champion, or will everybody's favourite cowboy keep hold of the belt? If you want some great created wrestlers in your game, but without going through the lengthy process of creating them yourself, well, I can help you out with that. If you play on PS2 or PS2 emulator, I can create just for you a custom save data file and preload it with up to 30 created wrestlers that you have chosen. If you're interested, send me an email at pastgengamingemail@gmail.com. My email is linked on the main channel page, and I can also do this for the PSP, but on PSP I can only do save files for the European version of the game.